I'm kind of understanding why the park's quiet, guys. It's starting to rain, and I've just looked at the forecast, and it's set to rain for like the next hour. Because I've knocked this place quite a few times, because in 2019, I had fish and chips from here, and it was honestly foul. Just had to just literally run. Oh my God, did you see that flash? God, that was so bright. Good evening, guys, from the Epcot car park. Never really start my vlogs from the car park, but I thought I better, because if I don't, I'll probably leave my car and forget where I parked it. And look who it is, it's the monorail. And that will either be going to the TTC or Magic Kingdom Awesome Resorts. And look at that view, man. Epcot, absolutely stunning. I love Spaceship Earth. Hopefully we'll get to ride that today. Hunched over, you guys are sitting on a bin, and I'm actually just looking down today, and it's actually not too bad, you know, today in Epcot. Everything's pretty much 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes standby, which, to be honest, is actually not too bad for 7 p.m. at night. Anyway, guys, if you like this type of content, make sure you smash that like button. If you haven't clicked subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and let's go and explore Epcot. No plans, don't know what I'm going to be doing today. We're just going to see what we can ride, and we're also going to go around the world. And actually, as you can see, Spaceship Earth is currently at a 5-minute wait queue. Now, I always say to everyone, you can always tell kind of how busy Epcot is just by Spaceship Earth, because it is the first ride that you see when you first come into the park, and with that, it's usually the most busiest. So if that's sitting at a 5 minutes wait time, I don't think Epcot, obviously I could be wrong, we'll find out as we go around the park, but just looking at that, I feel like it might be a quiet night for Epcot. What I will say about Epcot kind of reminds me of like Animal Kingdom. Some days you can come into the park and it can be heaving, and some other days you can come into the park and it can be really, really quiet, and it's kind of like hit and miss. It's always best just to check touring plans, or just check on the app on the tip board, see what the rides are like. It is a Saturday evening, it's after 6 o'clock now, so maybe that's the reason why, maybe that's why it's quieting down now for the day, who knows. But what I can tell you now is Epcot seems to be a good park to be in right now. You can actually see as well, Nemo and Friends is also 5 minutes. To be honest though, Nemo's always, well, I wouldn't say always, but I don't really see it much above 25 minutes, and if it is above 25 minutes, then you know it's even in here. But yeah, 5 minutes, yeah. Seems like Epcot might be a good evening park. I think I'm kind of understanding why the park's quiet, guys. It's starting to rain, and I've just looked at the forecast, and it's set to rain for like the next hour. So yeah, I feel like no wonder the park's quiet. Anyway, we're literally at the land. We're going to head in. At least we've got shelter from the rain in there. Well, as they say, when in Rome, Soarin is at a 20. I don't know if you can see that. It's at a 20-minute queue. You know, when it's a 20-minute queue, it just has to be done. Oh my God. I love it until this thing comes out of the water. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. The smell of that fresh grass is absolutely gorgeous. And you can actually buy this. I think it's based in Disney Springs. It's crazy how many people say this is their favourite ride in the whole of Walt Disney World. I'd love to know in the comments, is this your favourite ride in the whole of Walt Disney World? Woo! Oh my God. The motion. Woo! And there's Blackpool Tower. Oh, I'm so glad that Disney decided to include Blackpool on this experience. Obviously, I'm joking, guys, it's not Blackpool Tower. You know. Oh, and there's Epcot. Woo! I suppose it wouldn't be Disney if you didn't come on this ride, you know. Well, this is interesting, guys. Just came out from Soarin. By the way, had the best time ever. The only thing is it's now lashing it down, and it's funny, I knew it was raining just from the sheer panic of everyone inside the building. Now I'm just looking out thinking, now I know why. There's me coming in, giving you all your tips, saying, oh my God, I've hacked it. Come to Epcot after 7 o'clock. All the rides are quiet. It's because it's raining. However, though, that is a tip. If you don't mind the rain, come to Epcot on an evening when it's going to rain and it's quieter. Like everything, the only ride that's above 60 minutes right now is Remy. Like, you know, that's not bad going at all. They do sell ponchos, by the way, in the parks for a small fortune, but You can obviously bring your own. I think they're about $4 or $5 for a poncho in the park. It's funny, I think Disney must love it when it rains because everyone buys them and they do look nice, man. The ponchos look good from Disney. Of course, obviously it's Disney, you know, of course they're going to be good. Anyways, it is Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival currently at the moment. So for anyone that doesn't know, Epcot has a few different seasons. It has Flower and Garden, it has Food and Wine, and like I say, at the moment it's Flower and Garden in the park. It's absolutely gorgeous. So we're actually going to go around the world and we may try some snacks. I don't usually do this very often just because I've just got to be careful what I eat, but I feel like tonight, you know, I don't know, I feel like being a little bit naughty and grabbing a few different things that I wouldn't usually try, and I'll obviously taste them on camera and let you know what I think. However though, the most important question I'm going to ask you today in this vlog, guys, when you literally come into Epcot, and this is for the people that have already been here before, when you come into Epcot, oh my god, you've seen that thunder and lightning behind. Whew, we might not be walking around the world, guys. No, listen, right, when you come in Epcot and you're at Flower and Garden Festival, do you walk right through Canada or do you walk left through Mexico? I would love to know in the comments. I'm trying to debate myself which way we should go here. I feel like it would be safer. No, actually, no, I tell you what, let's go through Canada. We're going to walk this way. And yeah, well, it means we'll get to the UK pavilion quicker, and I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what the UK looks like. Doesn't the UK pavilion look absolutely gorgeous on an evening? Do you know, I can't remember the last time I was here on an evening. I really can't remember, but it's really, 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 really nice. Oh, I tell you what, I could just have a drink in the Rose and Crown. I've never been in the Rose and Crown, you know. Never been in. I would love to know in the comments if any of you guys have been in. Yeah, I've heard that they do a lovely cake and custard. That is literally what I've heard on my Insta, though. You'll have to let me know if that's actually true. Someone might have just said that to me. It might actually not be a thing. Now, I know some of you are going to start laughing at home, right? Because this is going to be the first place I'm going to grab some food. Now, this has been something I've wanted to do for a while, right? Because I've knocked this place quite a few times. Because in 2019, I had fish and chips from here, and it was honestly foul. I literally wouldn't have fed it to me dog, honestly, it was that bad. So, listen, I'm going to come back, I'm going to give it a go, see if it's changed. Maybe I was just having an off day, which usually is a thing, and we'll see what it's like. I must say, mind, I do find it really, really funny, because if you ever want to know where all the Brits are from the UK, they're all in the English pavilion. I think out of everyone that was in that queue for these fish and chips, I would say pretty much 60% of them were British, which is really lovely. To be honest, actually, it was really nice because all the staff there were British as well, which was in there. It's nice to hear like a home accent, you know what I mean? Right, like I say, the last time I got these fish and chips was 2019. And every time I come into this park, I always say to like Ava or like Nathan, I'm like, oh, I won't eat there again. I had a bad experience in 2019. So listen, I want to see, like, this is a huge portion. This is meant to be a snack. Look at the size of it. It's massive. God, look at the size of the fish. It's huge. I don't know anyone else who's ever knocked this restaurant. I would love to know your thoughts in the comments. So I'm willing to give it a go again for vlog purposes. And see, the chips are nice. Oh, they're proper homemade chips. You know, like homemade chips from the UK. I don't know, do you do homemade chips in America? Surely you do. Oh my god, such a silly thing to say. I say that though, you might not. Anyway, I don't know how I'm going to eat this fish. Do I just bite into it? Hang on, let's see. I'm not the biggest battered fan. Then there's a lot of batter. Oh, this is nice. Hang on. Listen, I think I might have made a mistake last time, guys. Hang on. I'm going to bite into this like a cheeseburger. Well, I think I'm going to eat my words here, quite literally. This is lovely. This is really nice. I've not put any salt, I've not put any vinegar on. The reason being is I wanted to have it raw, like I did in 2019. When I say raw, I mean like without salt and vinegar on. And, hang on, let's have another bite. This is really good. And what I will say, it's really good value for money. This is $12.99, and I'm not joking, like, you could share this. There's no way I'll be able to eat all this. There's no way. For $12.99, you can easily share this between 2, 3 people if you're planning on snacking around the park. Well, I'm not gonna lie, guys, after that fish and chips, I'm absolutely stuffed. And you know, it was very nice. The only thing is like, it's that type of food, it makes you feel minging after you've eaten it. But look at the ball, how gorgeous is that? We're actually gonna walk, we're gonna keep walking around, and we're gonna ride Spaceship Earth, because it's currently at a 5-minute wait, which is just mad. It feels quiet, that's the thing, like, it feels like the park's quiet, but I think I know the reason why. If we turn around here, you can see Thunder. I've literally saw shots of it. I'll hold your share for a little bit. You might even see it again. It keeps going. Luckily, oh, I don't know if you saw it there. It's not raining though, so it's. I don't mind it thundering as long as it like stays in the distance. So as long as it doesn't go, oh god, as long as it doesn't come over here, I don't mind that. As long as it stays over there, it's fine. By far, definitely a very interesting night tonight, because you will see from all the flashing, it's on and off raining, and it's. I feel like I'm walking around dead chilled. I'm literally just walked past China, the China Pavilion, and I can see people getting their ponchos on and getting ready to run, and I feel like I'm just chilling, just taking it in. I feel like this is the thing when you're around the world, there's no escape. Literally, there's one way in and one way out. You've got the exit by the UK and the France Pavilion, and then you've got the exit by the ball. And if you're here where I am, the only way you're going to get out of here is by going in a shop and waiting for the rain to pass. But obviously the park's got a closure, you know what I mean? And that's happened to me in Con before, where it's been raining and we've been stuck, and then we've just had to just leg it, just literally run. Oh my god, did you see that flash? God, that was so bright. Right, I think enough talking, let's just start walking. You know what I mean when I say about the running? People are really running, guys. Really running, and I'm just chilling. Do you know, it's crazy how many people are running out of the park. Ooh, that lightning's bright. Wow. Wow. That's mad. It really is mad. I actually have seen what it's like when lightning strikes the ground, because when I was at NASA with Liam in June last year, they literally told us all to remain indoors because it was actually smashing off the ground. You think you would only see that in movies, but actually no, it does happen legitimately. And I'm good as well, because I did want to try something else around the world. I want to have a Joffrey's count something around the world. I don't know, I really want to try something else. Oh my god, did you see that? Right, we're gonna have to I think we're gonna have to make an escape, guys. Guys, we're in luck. We can actually try something else. Kid you not, guys, it's actually raining. And this is gonna be a watery flatbread. I haven't really got time to talk, right, because it's literally lashing down my rain, and I'm not even joking. It is so good. I do find this funny though, like literally the fact that I'm having to eat this at the speed of light. It's literally lashing down my rain. I can taste the water. I'm not the only one eating though, a lot of people are eating. It's really nice though. So, now this used to be, you may remember on one of my older series, this used to be like the vegan vegetarian restaurant. They've now changed it into like a honey restaurant, which is having delicacies like this, which has got honey on with bread. They've got chicken and waffles with honey. They've got a honey cheesecake. Really, really nice. And I was expecting this to still be the vegan restaurant, but it's not. Who cares though, this is still good. And it's got chicken on, by the way, so it's definitely not vegan. Sorry for all you vegans out there. To be happy to know I chucked the flatbread because I just had to give up. I couldn't literally keep eating it. It literally tasted like pond water. Not because the food was stunning. It was really nice. It was one of the nicest flatbreads I think I've ever had. It was just more of the fact that it's absolute lashing it down and it was covered in water. But anyway, I've got, you'd be quite happy to know that I've actually got cover now, because I'm literally passing connections. Hopefully we're still, do you know what, I'm going to try and make the most of tonight, guys. Literally, you're not in Florida every single day, are you? So I'm going to attempt to ride Spaceship Earth. Fingers crossed. That's if they haven't closed it. We still have 10 minutes until the park closes, but I've got a funny feeling that it might be really busy, and I don't want to stand out because it is an outside queue, but I just don't feel like people are going to be standing outside when it's raining like this. Now we're coming up to Spaceship Earth there. There's no queue. There's not a single person in that queue. Actually, do you know what? You are covered because you're under the ball, actually. I didn't realise you were in the cover. But anyway, we're going to go on Spaceship Earth, guys, because, you know, We're literally right here and it's walk on. Why wouldn't you go on Spaceship Earth? Literally, look, there's no one else here. Thank you. Oh, we're in. Oh, and I've even got space for me bag. It's just me. It's just me. No one else is on the ride. It's just nice to get in here, out of the rain. But this is such a good ride. I do say this quite a bit. Obviously, if this is your first series, then you've probably not heard this before. What I do usually say when I'm on this ride is the educational aspect is absolutely brilliant. I can't wait to bring my little family here. You know, I know Con loves this ride. I know our little family will love this ride. You know, after visiting NASA the other day, I would love to have seen what it was like that day when we landed on the moon. It must have been so amazing for you guys that were around back then. It must have been such an amazing experience. My nana remembers it. It was very different, obviously, because she lived in the UK, and I think she was like 12 when it happened. So she was young, but still to just be around when probably the biggest day in history happened, you know, especially for space history anyway. There we go. There is Spaceship Earth. Oh, and you know what? I feel like this is a perfect ride to end tonight. Right, I'm at the entrance of the park, and do you know what? I would say tonight has been like a successful night. Firstly, I had the fish and chips again. I really enjoyed it. The fact is, I've been going on since 2019 saying I wasn't keen, and it was really, really nice. So yeah, I really enjoyed that flatbread. That was really, really good. We managed to get on Soarin. The park has been, now I understand why the park's been really quiet. Obviously with the thunder and lightning and things like that, obviously, that I should have really looked at the forecast before coming. However though, guys, here's a little tip for you, right? The weather hasn't been too bad. You've managed to see what I've done tonight. I haven't done too badly, have I? The fact is, I've got on Soarin, I've had 2 snacks, I went for a full loop around the park, I've saw quite a bit. I went on Spaceship Earth, so been walk on. I could have done a lot more, by the way. There's been quite a few rides that have been 5 to 10 minutes tonight. As you saw, Nemo was 5 to 10 minutes. There was quite a few, so, you know, is the weather going to put you off coming to Epcot? I suppose that's something I'm going to leave with yourselves. Just in regards to thunder and lightning as well, generally if Disney or a theme park deem it unsafe, they will tell people to get indoors, and there's like signs where they can say come indoors. Obviously the thunder and lightning mustn't have been near the park because they would have made an announcement. I have been in places before where the thunder and lightning has been directly over somewhere and they've told everyone to remain indoors. As much as the flashing looked like it was like quite close, it obviously wasn't that close because, like I say, everything was fine. I think it was more the rain. It's the thing is sometimes in Florida it's not like our rain at home, like in the UK. If you're watching from the UK, when it rains in Florida it's like torrential. You get absolutely saturated, and that's one of the things I will say. But anyway guys, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button. If you haven't clicked subscribe already, hit that subscribe button. I just want to say a huge thank you to my Patreon members. Patreon members get access to early vlogs and early content and things like that. If you'd be interested in Patreon, the link is below, and make sure you come back for the next vlog because we're going off Disney and we're going to Universal Studios. We're going to be doing 2 vlogs in Universal, 1 vlog in Universal Studios itself, and then the next vlog in Islands of Adventure. And guys, I hope you've really enjoyed tonight, and I hope it's kind of like shone a bit of light for you of what the park can be like on an evening, but then even better how quiet it can be, especially if the weather isn't ideal. I hope it's helped. That's what these vlogs are for, and if it has helped, please let me know in the comments. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely evening, I hope you have a lovely day, whatever you're doing, and thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Bye guys, bye. Because the park's just alive. Like everyone, like you wouldn't think it was a Sunday and everyone was back to work tomorrow. I suppose a lot of people don't work when they come to Florida, don't they? Because they are almost going to get genies. But I saw this and I thought, no, it has to be this one. It can't be genies. I'll show you outside. It is. I'm so excited. I can't believe after all these years I'm finally doing it. It's just, I don't know. It makes sense to do it now. It really does make sense to do it now. Don't ask us why. It feels like it makes